You ran against Biden for a while, then you switched and are now running against Kamala Harris. Was there a cover-up about Biden not being competent?
Oh, sure.
And how wide was this cover-up? How wide did this have to be? Was the media involved? We saw people going on television and others say, I meet with him every day, he's sharp, he's a bull, he's doing this. And I think everybody determined, and it's not his fault for aging, that's just part of the problem. It's not his fault for aging. I'm wondering, was there a cover-up? How many people were involved? Was there a conspiracy here? I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but was there a conspiracy? And who was involved in it? And if there was that kind of conspiracy, how do you trust those people going forward?
Well, just to make people feel better that are a certain age, I know many people that are 90, that are 93, 94, 95. A good example is somebody like Bernie Marcus. He's 95 years old, founder of Home Depot. And I was with him not so long ago. Look, I mean, it's a certain point, but he's sharp. He's so sharp mentally. I know many people in their 90s that are sharp. I know many, many people in their late 80s that are like really sharp. And he's 81. It's just not old, you know, in terms of what we're talking about.
People are different. I mean, they age differently. Their brains are different.
Well, he also had operations, in all fairness, which I understand makes a difference. But yeah, there was absolutely a conspiracy, but it was really manifested during the debate. We had debate. The debate was the highest rated debate ever, so I think people were really maybe looking to see if there's any truth to that. The ratings on that debate were through the roof. And I think I performed very well, but he didn't perform well. And it was, that was the beginning of the end. Then he tried to go on various shows to show his mental acuity, so to speak. And he didn't do very well. And they were all setups. George Slobodanopoulos, they were all like setups. In other words, easy questions like, what's your favorite dessert? Do you like vanilla ice cream and stuff? They were easy. And he didn't do great. Got by, but it really started with the debate. And then a poll came out. The Democrats had a poll that showed I was up 17 points after the debate. And they went to him and they said, you're going to lose. You saw that, where they said, you're going to lose. You can't win anymore. You're going to lose. And we want you out. Nancy Pelosi went. I know the whole thing because I know people on the other side. You know, I have some very good friends on the other side. Hard to believe, isn't it? And they went to him and they said, we want you out. And we can do it the nice way or the hard way. And we can use the 25th Amendment. We can use the 24th Amendment. We can use all sorts of amendments and get you the hell out. It was nasty. It was very nasty. And he was very angry. But ultimately he said, he's going to have to leave. And then they gave him his nicer way out, but he was very angry about it. And you know what? He if you go back 25 years, he was not the sharpest person. But he did win the primaries. Say what you want. He got 14 million votes. She got no votes. She never even made it to Iowa. She didn't get one vote. He got 14 million votes.
Have you talked to him since he stepped down?
No, I really don't talk to him. I've always been sort of angry. You know, we talk about Secret Service. He always made it very tough for us to have the proper number of Secret Service people. And I don't know whose fault it is, but I will tell you, I'd have these massive rallies with 50, 60,000 people or more. And our people were always fighting to get more security, more Secret Service. And he knew that we didn't have enough. And he'd have a rally of 3 or 4 people. I mean, nobody would go. If he had a rally, if he got 20 people, it was a lot. Nobody would go. They'd stand on a road and they'd look for people to try and be there, like he had somebody behind him. And yet he had a massive contingent of Secret Service. And I know that they wanted to have his people come over to these big rallies that I was having. And I know that it was a very tough situation. So, you know, when this happened, people would ask, whose fault is it? I think to a certain extent it's Biden's fault and Harris's fault. And I'm the opponent. Look, they were weaponizing government against me. They brought in the whole DOJ to try and get me. They weren't too interested in my health and safety. I would be if I were in their position, but they weren't very interested. But they were always making it, from what I understood, and I could feel it, they were making it very difficult to have proper staffing in terms of Secret Service.